Did you have a food when you were little that you just refused to eat? Well, turnips were mine. They were my mother's favorite, and we ate them all the time. And in my house, you sat at the table until you ate your dinner. Yuck. It wasn't until I discovered the small white salad turnips as an adult that I became a fan. Hi, I'm Amy, master gardener and environmental educator. Turnips have been a hearty staple for both man and beast for hundreds of years. These are the classic purple top turnips that most of us recognize. But turnips come in a variety of shapes and colors. This is the rutabaga, sometimes referred to as a Swede. They are also in the brassica family, but are a different species than the turnip. Some of them get humongous. Fun fact, turnips were the first jack o' lanterns. It was common to carve out these large roots and bake other foods in them. The ancient Celts carved turnips and placed embers inside to ward off evil spirits. Speaking of Halloween, I have a new kids' educational activity book out featuring scary, spooky animals. Links to my books are in the description. Please follow my author page on Amazon. Turnips are a cold weather crop, and they do well in spring and fall. The seeds are small and round. They don't transplant well, so I typically direct seed them. Turnips are root crops, so they need loosened soil. So dig or till your soil down 10 to 12 inches for good root development. You can plant them in early spring as soon as the soil can be worked. For zone 6B, I would typically plant in early April. I will say that turnips do better in heavy clay soil than do beets and definitely carrots. That said, turnips do very well in raised beds, especially the smaller salad varieties. Turnips like full sun, plenty of age compost, and a pH between 6.0 and 7.3. Sow seeds directly in the soil, very shallow, about a fourth of an inch deep, 2 to 3 inches apart, in rows 18 inches apart. The mainstay varieties need to be thinned to 4 to 5 inches or 12 centimeters apart. Some turnips are grown for the leaves. You can plant these varieties closer together as they don't need as much room for root development. I don't fertilize turnips usually because they don't like too much nitrogen. Just make sure they have good soil and about an inch of water weekly. Those pesky flea beetles will go after turnips, so make sure to watch my video on how to control them. In spring, I use row cover, but for fall, there are fewer of them, which is nice. We grow turnips as annuals, but they are biennials and will bolt when the temperature gets warm. In America, I think we have forgotten how to feed our animals healthy natural foods. Both these pictures come from Great Britain, where it's still very common to turn the sheep loose in a field of turnips or mangels. You can harvest as you need them in spring. In fall, wait for a few light frosts to make the roots sweeter. Turnips keep well and can be stored in the refrigerator for 2 weeks and in a root cellar for several months. They actually freeze well. Cube them and blanch them for 3 minutes. Rinse with cold water before placing them in freezer bags. So, despite my dislike as a child, I have come around to discover all the great ways to eat turnips. Turnips are great mashed, especially when mixed with carrots, which gives them this pretty color. I had not heard of this dish, but this picture is pan-fried turnip cake, a popular Chinese dish. And here's my very favorite, roasted fall root vegetables. I cut up whatever root veggies I have and bake them at 350 degrees. So I greatly encourage you to plant some turnips and add them to your garden plan. I'm getting so close to that magical 1,000 subscribers. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more organic gardening and wildlife videos. Thanks for watching and have a sunny day.